Okay, this is gonna be, I guess, a new kind of content. But yeah, let's get into it. So, camera setup here. I actually have pretty expensive cameras that I never use. I have this one, which is, I say pretty expensive. I mean expensive in the sense it's more professional, I guess, to use this kind of camera. It's a Sony A6000. I have a GoPro Hero 8 Black, so pretty like old stuff that content creators use, and I never use. I usually just use the iPhone that I have, or whatever's on me. So that's usually what I do. But this kind of series is gonna be very similar to Matt Kelly's, which it's obviously heavy inspired by, and it's more for accountability. So these videos are going to be just for me to kind of be transparent with what I'm working on, what I'm doing. It helps me keep accountable to check where I am in the future, what I've been working on, and it also gives people insight into kind of the same thing, really, like what I'm working on, and even from the Monday thoughts that I do on Instagram. Which, if you haven't seen my Instagram account, on Mondays I usually do a thing where I would post stuff that I'm thinking of on a Monday, and what happened was they got super popular. I actually get a lot of responses on them, which I'm surprised by because it's just me brain dumping a lot of stuff that I'm thinking about. But some stuff I would have basically too many thoughts, and I couldn't fit them all into an Instagram story. So I've wanted to do a longer format, and I think this is the best place for it. So my background, if you've never actually seen me or you don't know what I do, because obviously this channel on YouTube is new. Um, my name's Corey. I'm 26. I have ran an e-commerce agency for the last 6 years, and the reason that this is called building an agency and not, I guess, running an agency is I've decided to basically trim the fat of the agency, lose a lot of the stuff I used to work on, step away from the e-commerce kind of stuff. I've done it for so long that I got tired of it. I hit 20k months, had a successful business. I basically traveled most of Europe, enjoyed my time, and just got bored of what I was working on. And now I feel what I'm doing now in the agency is lead generation and nurturing for clients, in real estate, in solar, a lot of different niches. And I want to kind of document me rebuilding, so doing the exact same process again, but doing it on a platform where I have to sit down and it kind of takes a bit more to create content, if that makes sense. So hopefully, I'm hoping this turns out okay. I haven't shot long form content in a very long time. The last time I would have shot long form was Call of Duty montages, which I was recording on. It would have been Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, so 2007, 2008, and I would have been recording on a Hop Hog, which was like some crazy capture card. But that's kind of my background. I was living in Spain for the last 2 years, so living in a mix of Barcelona, Alicante, all along the coast, kind of checking out Spain. Fell in love with the culture, the people, the weather, especially being able to wake up, go get a coffee, go down to the beach, and that sort of stuff was great. What happened was, in the process of all of that, in what I was talking about, where I wanted to step away from ecom, not wanting to kind of work on that as much anymore, not enjoying it as much. I began to basically lose clients, and also not even lose, but some clients I just didn't want to work with anymore. The services that I offered, I didn't offer anymore. So basically, just losing clients, and also just trying to let some clients know that, hey, look, I won't be offering this anymore. I'll be moving to lead generation, which was fine. I ended every relationship happy. Like every client was either happy to leave or understood why I wanted to do that. So I all ended good in that front. But it left me at a stage where I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So, which was weird because I had savings. I was able to still live in Spain, and work on the business. But there was also something in me that kind of left me up in the air, where I kind of reached a point, okay, I'm going to go back to Ireland, move back home for a while, figure out what I want to do. And that's when it really clicked, where I started to land clients doing the lead gen stuff, started to land clients doing this new business model. So I've decided to just focus on this, and I've been enjoying it back in Ireland. I've been rebuilding the agency from square one, like from basically, yeah, back at square one. But I've been enjoying it, so I want to try and document that process a lot more, and give insight. But I know this first video is just going to be explaining why I want to do this or what the series is. But now that I've been back in Ireland for only 5 months now, it feels longer, but I've only been back for 5 months. Ireland's in like a pretty weird situation when it comes to housing and when it comes to property, where for young people, and even when I say young, I mean 40-year-olds or less, it's super hard to afford a house in Ireland. There just isn't enough, and it's also a very small place. Um, there's a lot of back and forth with issues with landlords, different stuff. There's a lot of different issues, and realistically, it just comes down to the government also. There's so many issues that it's their job to kind of fix that, and unfortunately, the government that's it been in place are there a long time. So it's left young people traveling the world. Like, as I said, I'm 26. Most of my friends have moved to Australia, the US, the UK. It's just basically, it's just something that's happening. And I've put it off so long, where I felt I could make Ireland work, but now that I've been back, I kind of realize, one, my lifestyle's a lot worse. I was working from home. I had an office that I was using for a while. Really enjoyed that. Was working with really nice people, but that's all stuff that I have to do to enjoy Ireland. Where now I've kind of reclused back to just work from home, doing the hours that I need to do to land clients for the agency and kind of grow the agency. So that's what I've been focused on. But what it's made me realize is everybody's kind of left, which is a weird way to put it, but a lot of my friends have left, a lot of people I know have left. And even when I came back, a lot of people I would look up to that are entrepreneurs or have successful businesses, they've all left also. They all recommend leaving because they've already made their money. So it's a different point of view, where they don't struggle to afford rent, and they don't struggle to buy houses or buy property. So it's a completely different situation that they're in compared to myself. And yeah, I think the last 5 months have actually been enjoyable, of moving back home and just having that time to kind of figure out, okay, what's the next move. And it looks like the next move, even when I was looking at Matt Kelly's recent video, which, like, even the background being purple is very similar to his setup. But I always have purple LEDs or lights. I think just adds to the vibe, and it makes me work better too. But that's irrelevant. But watching his last video, he was talking about how now he's in Bali, but I think it was 3 or 4 episodes before, he was talking about how when he's back in the UK, he gets into that mix of, I wouldn't say basically the rat race, or like just you're working to just survive, and you're working to survive, and you don't have the lifestyle that you really want, or that you're working towards. So that's been playing on my mind. But it's always when I check back in, I notice how much he's in a similar situation, except his business is doing really well. But yeah, just noticing that, hey, this is normal, and it's a normal feeling that people have, has made me realize, yeah, I want to actually leave. So I plan to leave Ireland probably after the summer. Like, I'm not in a rush to leave. That's the benefit of, I'm not in a rush to go anywhere. My main focus now is being accountable for the business, which this series will help, and also creating more tutorials. I'm going to create how to make Facebook ads, how to do Google ads, how to make client content, how to manage clients. Any sort of knowledge I have that I can share, I'm going to share on this YouTube channel. I'm going to do that as often as I can, and feel free to leave comments below on ways I can improve it, or any ideas that you have, because it is completely new. I'm going to be pretty bad at this to start, but I'm going to try my best to just give as much value and kind of get the videos out there. So I appreciate your time for watching. Hopefully that kind of gave you a background into what these are going to be. In the next video, I guess I'll break down what I've been doing specifically in the business. To give a quick recap, I guess, in this one, for the last 5 months, I've just been building out the sales funnel. So rebuilding out the sales system, making sure there is SOPs and documents on how to actually do sales. So when I do hire, which is what I'm looking to do now, when I do hire sales staff and appointment setters, I can give them a document that they can read, they can go through, and they'll know exactly how to kind of they'll know what to do without me having to take a month away from the business or 2 months away, because that's what I did in the past. It took me a long time to train people in, and I didn't really do a good job of it. So now I'm learning from my mistakes, and I know, okay, I have to actually commit the time to train these people and put the time in so they get good results. So I'm going to explain more of that in the next video. I appreciate anybody that checked in or anyone that came across from Instagram. I'd appreciate if you have any tips or stuff I can work on. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was enjoyable, and I plan to make a lot more videos soon.